When completing Class Hall missions, you may come across a mission known as the Tomb of Sargeras, which rewards an Encrusted Naga Scale. This quest starter item will begin a quest known as the Tomb's Mistress, which will require you to defeat a raid boss within the Tomb of Sargeras known as Mistress Sassz'ine. This quest may be completed on any difficulty, including Looking for Raid, and if you use Looking for Raid, be sure to queue for the Gates of Hell. This quest can be completed on a difficulty mode that you've already completed this week. Mistress Sassz'ine is the third boss of the Gates of Hell raid, and casts many different AoE abilities. Be wary of the ability Slicing Tornado, which will send multiple tornadoes flying through the center of the room. These can be easily avoided as they travel on preset paths. She will also use an ability known as Thundering Shock, which spawns jellyfish that will explode in small areas, dealing damage and stunning nearby players. Tanks will be affected by a debuff known as Burden of Pain, which will deal heavy damage, but this damage can be reduced if you use abilities that reduce the amount of physical damage that you take. Once this boss reaches about half health, she will begin to use an ability known as Summon Osunet, which will cause ink puddles to appear around the room. For now, avoid these. Additionally, she will begin to use an ability known as Call Valus, which will summon a monster that jumps through the center of the room. Once Lady Sassz'ine begins to cast Beckon Sarukel, anyone that isn't a tank can work to stand in the ink puddles and bring that ink over to Sarukel. Sarukel's location can be found as a large circle on the side of the room, and for raid notification purposes it is known as Devouring Maw. While there are a few other smaller mechanics to this fight, this is definitely enough information to get you through the Raid Finder difficulty version. Always remember to mind your step and never stand in the fire. Once Mistress Sassz'ine is defeated, you'll see that this quest is marked as complete. Although your quest tracker may indicate that this quest is turned in your class hall, it's actually turned in to Commander Chambers in Deliverance Point of Broken Shore. Note that the required Encrusted Naga Scale quest item is the actual item that began this quest.